Mitchell, are you ready to do the skills tier list?
Yeah, I have my book right here.
Have they done any erratas? Hello and welcome to Necromundown with skills, the skills that kills, or makes you credits, or sometimes makes you not die.
Yeah, skills or make your opponent not kills or make you faster?
Yeah, or kills more.
Kills more.
They're the skills of Necromunda. Now, as people have pointed out, we have talked about these kind of isolatedly, but we never talked about like all of them at once in relation to each other, which is kind of important.
That's actually a good point.
When you have to make choices on which one you're getting.
Right.
Because we do bring this up a lot about skills is this constant opportunity cost.
Yes.
Just a reminder of how skills work. Your leaders and champions get a skill on gang creation or when they are recruited.
Mm-hmm.
Specialists have the ability to get skills, but they don't get one when you recruit them. Sometimes skills compete for space with other things.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they go alongside other things. That's going to depend on your gang. So like legendary names for Orlok, those you get one of those and a skill. You
Right.
don't have to pick. Enforcers, which we just talked about, you have the skills from their skill trees, and you also have the skills from their prefectures, which is why you're never going to pick a skill from a prefecture.
Yeah.
Ever.
Again, opportunity cost.
Right. What we're going to talk about to start with is these are the skills available to, well, not everybody.
Yeah, that's why it's a little weird to talk about these all together, is because every individual gang member has different access to skills. So if we compare sprint and disarm,
Mhm.
like maybe this guy doesn't have access to one or the other or neither.
Right. Because you're every gang fighter and bounty hunter and Drannith Personae and everyone else,
Mhm.
and brutes and sometimes not hangers on, but brutes.
Yeah.
Hangers on will have them on their profile. Has access to given skill trees, and that's not even consistent within the same gang.
Right.
So, but we're still going to do our best.
We're gonna do our
kind
best.
of talk about how these relate to each other.
Mhm.
Brawn. I have muscles. I punch things. I'm very bad because the skill tree has been incredibly changed. So, Brawn. Mostly available on Goliath. It was kind of their tree.
Yeah.
You see it lots of other places, specifically on more punchy-oriented brutes.
Yep.
Are we ever excited to see Brawn?
No.
Let's talk about why. Let's start
Yeah.
with Bull Charge. Moo. When the fighter makes close combat attacks as part of a charge double action, any weapons with the melee trait that they use gain the knockback trait and are resolved at +1 strength. So, that's a heck of a lot better than it used to be. We shouldn't even talk about how it used to be.
Yeah, I agree. But
Basically, it's +1 strength to the weapon on the charge.
Mhm.
Now, here's the interesting thing, is that's +1 strength to the weapon and not the model, right?
yes.
So that +1 strength is applied after multiplicative modifiers, not before.
Good point.
So, because there are some things that do like strength ×2.
Sure. Not very many, but there are some.
And actually, I don't know if there are any in Necromunda anymore. I was thinking of the GSC weapons, but no.
No, those are all like +2 and +3.
Okay, so
no.
yeah.
No, I don't think there is anything unless there's. Let us know in the comments if there is. I looked at the wrong camera. Let us know in the comments if there is. But I think this is probably one of the best ones in the tree.
Yeah, but we're not rating it internally. We're
I know,
rating it
I know.
up against. As you see, we haven't removed agility.
Yes.
This is going to be quite the tier list tree at the end of things. So with that, +1, okay, so knockback is a more defensive, but you can knock people into walls.
You can knock people into walls for +1 damage, very nichely, but still.
And in Zone Mortalis, it's actually a fairly big thing.
Yeah.
You can knock people around out of places they don't want to be. You can knock people off of ledges. So knockback is not bad.
Yeah.
And remember, you always have the option to follow up.
Mhm.
+1 strength can change breakpoints.
Again.
And can be very good. I think this is, okay, is it as good? It's better than Clamber and Catfall.
100%.
Is it as good as Sprint?
I think it is.
I think it goes right behind Sprint in the A tier.
Yep, I do like that. It is one of the first ones I look at when I have a Brawn tree.
Yes, yeah, that's a great way of thinking about it.
Yeah.
Because +1 strength can really change your breakpoints. Go from, it makes a weapon that is normally use your strength like a chainsword, go to strength +1.
Yep.
Which suddenly you're wounding on, if you're a strength 3 model, you're wounding on 3s instead of 4s against another strength.
Very,
model.
very strong.
If you're a strength 4 model, you've got strength 5. Now you're wounding on 3s against a strength 4 model.
Mhm.
Like, this can really change some things.
And again, knockback's never bad.
Right.
Up next is bulging biceps. Thank you. This fighter may wield an unwieldy weapon in one hand rather than the usual 2. Note that unwieldy weapons still take up the space of 2 weapons regardless of how many a fighter may carry. In regards to how many a fighter may carry. So
That second part kind of kills it.
it does.
Because remember, you can only carry 3 weapons. And an
And-
unwieldy weapons takes the spots of 2.
Yes. So it basically gives you the opportunity to dual wield with an unwieldy weapon.
Which is normally very expensive. You have to have a
extremely expensive.
either
It's not the suspensor.
no, because suspensors don't work. You have to have
harness.
You have to have a servo harness.
Yeah, servo harness. I like this, but as a skill,
I think it is really good,
Yeah.
depending on certain factions. So, like Goliath has access to some pretty nasty unwieldy weapons.
yes,
Now the problem is you're never going to have 2 unwieldy weapons,
yeah, you can have 2.
which means you're going to, whenever you dual wield, you have to evenly divide.
Mhm.
But there are some really good non-unwieldy weapons too,
True.
and being able to get that +1 attack,
Mhm.
as long as you can engineer it so that you have a good unwieldy weapon and a good non-unwieldy weapon in your other hand that you're happy carrying no ranged weapons because
Yeah, because that's it.
that's it. Unless you have something that lets you carry more weapons.
Sure.
You could use this to get some really powerful melee stuff that you otherwise couldn't get.
Mhm.
The credit option that replaces this is like 130 credits.
Yeah, it's really expensive. Unlike previously we talked about when like it's 20 credits for the thing
Right.
that replaces it. So the opportunity cost is a lot less because you can just spend way more credits on it.
I think this goes into B.
I like B as well.
A lot of things have to go right, but it's not C because on the factions that have Brawn,
Mhm.
Goliath, a lot of the brutes, wielding an unwieldy weapon with something offhand is something you actually might really want to do.
Yeah. So like Clamor and Catfall are both like you could just go onto a board that they're literally useless.
Right.
If you build your model for bulging biceps, it's always useful.
So let's use the advancers, the example of enforcers,
Mhm.
because Brawn is on their subjugators, right?
Yes.
So normally, like a concussion ram or something is an unwieldy weapon.
Mhm.
You could never wield it with another thing.
True.
Now this would be really fun to model, and as an arbitrator, would make you model this. But having concussion ram in one hand,
Mhm.
this is how I would say you'd be allowed to use a concussion ram with an assault ram, because
Yeah,
you have bulging biceps.
That'd be a sick model.
or a concussion ram, and then you go to then get a thunder hammer off the,
Mhm.
you know, just
So there is something I did when I played Corpse Grinder Cults last.
they would also benefit from this.
I used bulging biceps and I took the equipment. I think that's what I was thinking of, the suspensor array or something like
Yes.
that lets you carry one more weapon.
Yes.
So I was dual wielding two-handed weapons.
and that's hilarious. And you got this guy with like 2 renderizers.
He had one of the GSC power weapons and a power fist.
Yes. The only problem is that I think the bull charge is better because
Yes.
it's good against everything.
Yeah.
Bulging biceps is probably not going to come in play until later in the campaign unless you put a lot of credits into the one guy.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
But-
he will be expensive.
But we do have to think of this as like something you could pick up later.
True.
All right, crushing blow. Before rolling to hit for the fighter's close combat attacks, the controlling player can nominate 1 dice to make a crushing blow. This cannot be a dice that is rolling for a weapon with a sidearm trait. If the dice hits, the attack's strength and damage are increased by 1.
So it's unlike bull charge, it is only for 1 attack.
Right?
It still increases the strength by 1, but the damage by 1 is
Yes.
not small.
Strength plus 1 and damage by 1. I mean, damage plus 1, especially on melee.
Mhm.
It is only 1 attack. Pretty darn good. This might be up there with bull charge,
Oh, you think so?
or maybe it's just above bulging biceps.
I was gonna say high B
Okay.
because it is only 1 attack, so you have to be like really good with your weapon.
And you do have to call the
shot.
shot.
You have to call the shot. Like, of course, you're gonna roll 5 dice and miss with the one that
Yeah,
you had
right,
plus 1
like-
damage on.
But if you're hitting on 2s, you know.
That's true.
And melee usually has far fewer malice to hit than
Yeah.
ranged.
It's true. Yeah, I like crushing blow a lot, but I do like bull charge more.
It's really good, but
Mhm.
you do have to hit, you
Yeah.
know.
Next up is headbutt. Sorry, headbutt. If the fighter is standing and engaged, they can make the following action: headbutt free. Wasn't a free action before, that's why I looked again. Pick an enemy fighter engaged by and in base contact with this fighter and roll 2d6. If either result is equal to or higher than their toughness, they suffer a hit with strength equal to the fighter's +2, resolved at damage 2. However, if both dice score lower than the enemy fighter's toughness, this fighter instead suffers a hit equal to its own strength, resolved at damage 1. You're headbutting your opponent.
Yep.
You have the serious advantage of rolling 2 dice.
Yes. Even against Goliath, it's a 50-50 shot on each dice.
Yep.
Which with 2 dice, a 50-50 shot is a 75% shot.
That's pretty good.
Against anything strength 3, that's even better.
Yeah, and it's strength +2, so your normal fighter goes to strength 5, very good.
Right.
And damage 2, which is very good, but no AP.
Right. So this is kind of a mook killer.
Yes.
But it is a completely free action.
Yeah, there's literally no reason not to do it.
Right.
No, never mind. There is a reason not to do it. If you fail, you get hit.
Right. I don't think it's as good as bulging biceps.
I agree.
Does it still go into B, or is this just kind of not bad but kind of funny?
It is really funny.
Yes. And I don't think it's bad because it's a free action. And
yeah.
It is like someone, I put my enforcer rookie up there and you didn't kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Because here's the thing, when you're standing and engaged, you can do this first, clear the guy off of you, and then charge.
That's true. See, I was thinking after you charge, if you didn't finish him off, to just
or that, I need to kill this guy.
Yeah.
Fine.
Try again.
Right. Because it's not at the beginning of the action.
Right. It's just a free action. You can do at any point in your activation.
With that in mind, I think this goes into B.
Yeah, fair.
B for head butt.
B for butt.
Sure. All right, next up is hurl. If the fighter is standing and engaged, they can perform the following action. Hurl, basic. Pick an enemy fighter engaged by and in base contact with this fighter, or a prone and seriously injured enemy fighter within 1 inch of this fighter. Make an initiative test for the enemy fighter. If failed, the enemy fighter is hurled. Move the enemy fighter D3 in a direction of your choice. If they were standing, they become prone and pinned after moving. If they come into base contact with a standing fighter, vehicle, or any terrain, they stop moving and suffer a strength 3 damage 1 hit. If they come into base contact with another model, that model also gets a strength 3 damage 1 hit, and the model's a fighter, they become prone and pinned. This action can be performed for free after successfully performing a charge double action instead of a free fight basic action. So, it's a basic action to make an enemy make an initiative test and possibly throw them D3. And you can do it. It's a basic, which means it takes up an action.
It takes an action. You can do it instead of fighting on the charge.
Which, with most folks who have Brawn, you're not going to want to do. Because
No.
usually you'd rather just kill them.
Yep.
There's some funny things here. Like, if you are stuck in combat with someone and you fight and then don't kill them.
That's true.
And you have a second action to do nothing with, because you can't fight twice.
Right.
And you can't and you could, move away or whatever.
If you're, dare I say, a ranged character with the Brawn trait, you can take somebody you're in melee with, throw them, and then shoot them.
That's very neat. I think this goes into C. I think it's not D.
Really? I feel like it's D. I mean, it moves from D3.
The problem is when I compare it to everything else in the tree so far, it's almost an F.
Fair.
But there are use cases for it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. It's really funny.
It is, yeah. Points for funny. I think it goes low C.
Okay.
I think it's not quite never take, because I can see situations in which you might want to use this.
Mm-hmm.
You're fighting squats and you just want to throw some little guys around.
Yeah, and the initiative test is the real sad part, because
you're not gonna throw an Escher.
You're not gonna throw an Escher. It's just not gonna happen.
But you're gonna throw a Vansar, but you're probably just gonna punch the Vansar.
Yeah. Why is the Vansar in melee with you?
Well, ideally you want to be in melee with a Vansar, so because you were doing better than he was.
I do like that you can hurl somebody that is seriously injured within 1 inch instead of just coup de grace them.
Right, yeah.
I mean, you could not be able to coup de grace someone. They have a dog
the
next to them.
The dog doesn't stop you picking them up and throwing them.
Here, fetch.
I don't know. I don't think it's useless. I think there's opportunities for this.
Yeah.
But it's very, I got into combat with something, and either I can't kill it.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing about strength or size. So, for example, an Ambot, which has, initiative 5.
An ogre.
An Ogren, which you're not going to kill, maybe.
Yeah.
But you can somehow bodily pick him up and yeet him out of combat.
Doesn't matter what strength you
or
are.
Off a gantry. Well, I can't kill you, so...
Okay, I like this a little better
now.
Yeah,
it is niche, but it's not bad.
It's not bad. Speaking of bad. Iron Jaw. This fighter's toughness is treated as being too higher than normal when another fighter attacks them in close combat with a weapon of an AP characteristic of nothing.
So this is good at the beginning of a campaign because there's actually a fair number of stuff with
AP nothing.
Yeah. Or if you do bar fight, the bar brawl.
Yeah. Oh no, I think in Bar Brawl you just get this for free because you're drunk.
Oh right, yeah.
Oh boy, this one is if not F, it's D.
I think it's F. I think you never take this.
If it was like all weapons of AP 0, then it would be like, oh okay, so I'm +2 toughness against, you know, auto guns or las guns or whatever.
Only when they shoot me in the face.
Only when they shoot me in the face. No, this one is in melee, AP 0. I'm slightly harder to win.
Right.
I don't know.
No, it's not great. It's
not.
In fact, it's quite rather bad.
Yep.
Unless you're playing like a low tech campaign, or you're playing against people who you think are going to spam AP 0 melee weapons.
Yeah. You know what's really good against AP 0 melee weapons? Armor. Yeah, I hate it.
Well, that's Brawn, and I think you can see why we're never excited, but you can also see that it's not a bad tree anymore. It's just a lot of Bs.
It's a lot of Bs. It's not fantastic, but it's definitely better than it was.
It doesn't have any absolute bangers.
Yeah.
It's not like shooting or agility where you're like, I got this tree, boom, I've got this skill.
Yeah, remember how we were talking about Enforcers recently, and we're like, oh yeah, they have the shooting skill. Now we're like, well, they have Brawn, I guess.
Right.
That's how it is.
But it's not bad anymore.
Yeah. It was definitely worse because Bull Charge and Crushing Blow and Hurl all got better.
and you can see they actually got pretty darn better.
Yep.
So that's Brawn. Let us know below what you think. And join us next time when we get to Mortal Kombat! Just end it there.
I didn't get to say bye. I'm just kidding.